Every friend group has one idiot, and if you can't immediately think who yours is, I'm afraid I have some rather catastrophic news about the seating arrangement. There it is. You're already scrolling the group chat, narrowing it down. Put the phone down. We'll be circling back to that confident little face of yours. And there is real science here, which is the delicious part. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it appears to have been designed specifically to ruin your evening. In 1999, two psychologists, Kruger and Dunning, tested people on logic, grammar, and humor, then asked them to rate themselves. The results were a quiet little tragedy. The bottom scoring quarter guessed they'd landed around the 62nd percentile. They were, on average, in the 12th. Bless them. Here's the cruel twist. To know you're bad at something, you need the very skill you're missing. So the worst are the last to find out, including, potentially, you. The gloriously overconfident are everywhere. The gambler certain he'll beat the train on foot. The chap who skimmed the contract so won't be needing a solicitor. Confidence arrives well before the evidence does. Take the karaoke man. 3 pints in, microphone seized, eyes shut, utterly convinced he is 1 octave from a recording contract. The room is convinced of something else entirely. In his head, a tender ballad reducing strangers to tears. In the room, a wounded fox being slowly reversed over by a milkboat. Both true. Only one is audible. Then, someone hands him a flat-pack wardrobe. He sets the instructions aside with a little pitying smile, as if the manual is for lesser men. 4 hours later, he has built a confident, freestanding question mark, with 2 screws left over and strong opinions about Swedish engineering. Dr. Brain has assembled exactly 1 bookshelf in his life. It is now officially a magazine rack. The fool is loud, certain, gesturing with a pont. The expert mumbles, well, it's complicated. Guess which one the table believes. Because experts assume that if it's easy for them, it's easy for everyone. So they quietly underrate themselves. Wrong at both ends. Magnificent. In a classic 1981 study, 93% of American drivers ranked their skill in the top half. Statistically impossible. And yet nobody is pulling over to apologize. The same man, naturally, does not need the sat-nav. He knows a shortcut. He always knows a shortcut. You'll arrive 40 minutes late via a farm, and he'll announce, triumphantly, that the motorway would have been worse. Half of everyone is by definition in the bottom half. Strange then, how the queue of volunteers for that half remains so mysteriously empty. I asked for volunteers once at a dinner party. The silence was so complete, you could hear each guest quietly deciding it was obviously about everyone else. And then, dear viewer, we invented the internet, which is to overconfidence what petrol is to a small, badly supervised bonfire. Behold the comment section expert. 0 qualifications, infinite certainty, currently dismantling a climate scientist with a meme and the phrase, "Wake up, sheeple." He has never been more wrong, nor more comfortable. He has, of course, done his own research, which means he watched a 14-minute video at 1.5 speed and now politely disagrees with the entire field of medicine. My favorite genre, the person confidently explaining a subject to the world expert who literally wrote the book on it. They wrote the book. He skimmed a thread about the book. He is winning the conversation, and he knows it. Dr. Brain once did his own research and confidently told a doctor exactly what was wrong with him. It was, in fact, something else entirely. I shan't be taking questions. Full disclosure, because I am a pedant. The exact mechanism is genuinely argued over by the people who study it. Some say a big chunk is a statistical mirage, regression to the mean wearing a borrowed lab coat. The maths, not the Muppet. But the bit that survives every academic punch-up is this: the least skilled are reliably the worst at judging their own skill. Pointing, I'm afraid, very much in your direction. So why do we do this to ourselves? Because the brain, bless it, is less a truth-seeking instrument and more a fiercely loyal press officer for an organization that is doing fine, thank you. No further comment. Admitting you're average is a tiny death. So the ego quietly redecorates the evidence, hangs some flattering lighting, and assures you the idiot is, reliably, sitting in somebody else's chair. Right. The diagnostic. 1. You've never once lost an argument. 2. You explain people's own jobs back to them slowly. for clarity. 3. You've done your own research. 4. You are cast iron certain the idiot is somebody else. 5. You've corrected a waiter on the menu of his own restaurant. 6. You treat let's agree to disagree as a tactical retreat by the loser, who is naturally never you. Actually, you begin replies with the word actually. 8. You've confidently given a tourist directions to a city you have never personally visited. And you meant well. 9. When something goes wrong, it was the instructions, the sat-nav, the weather, the referee, or Mercury in retrograde. And never, not once, the absolute legend reading this list, and the connoisseurs tell. You've just heard 9 red flags and thought warmly, I know exactly who this is. Reader, you do not. The arc never changes. Hour 1, supreme confidence. Hour 2, an inconvenient fact arrives uninvited. Hour 3, the confidence, entirely undimmed, simply changes the subject. 4 friends, all pointing at each other, each serenely certain it could not possibly in a million years be them. And the cruelest part, the more certain you are that it isn't you, the more enthusiastically you have just nominated yourself. Meanwhile, the sharp one mutters, statistically, it could be me. That little flicker of doubt? That's the receipt. Intelligence quietly paying for itself. There are 4 of you. That's a 25% chance it's you. Funny then, how everyone fancies their odds at precisely 0. So, here's the test. Send this to the group chat right now. The first one to laugh and type, "This is so Dave," has with great ceremony identified themselves. And yes, before you start, I include myself. Now go and tag your group chat, and watch every single one of them tag literally anyone but themselves.